Welcome to Đồng Nai Radio and Television Station. Here comes to the news today. The Office of the Ministry of Industry and Trade have just announced that it will increase the cost of transporting gasoline from the factory to the port and the surcharge on the petrol price to remove the difficulties for petrol and oil businesses. According to the Ministries of Industry and Trade, in recent days, there have been some petrol and oil retail businesses that have applied to close or suspend their business. The reason is that from the end of 2021 up to now, the cost of petroleum business had increased sharply, leading to losses for businesses. Facing the above situation, the Inter-Ministry of Industry and Trade and the Finance will agree to increase the cost of transporting petroleum from the factory to the port and the surcharge in the base price of petroleum products on October 11th to ensure the actual costs incurred by the business. This is the solution proposed by the Petroleum Association to the Ministry of Finance many times. In order to maintain the continuous supply of petrol and oil to the market, the Ministry of Industry and Trade have sent an official letter requesting the chairman of the People's Committee of the provinces and centrally run cities to coordinate and direct the state management agencies, petrol and oil trading enterprises and locality not to interrupt the supply of petrol in the business system, maintaining sales activity at the enterprises petroleum retail stores, directing state management agency to closely supervise the sale of the petrol and oil at stores, ensuring that sales are not interrupted. Celebrating the 49th anniversary of the diplomatic relation establishment between Vietnam and Japan, yesterday at the Chungbin Temple of Literature, the Provincial Union of Friendship Organization, the Vietnam-Japan Friendship Association of the Province, held a Vietnam-Japan Friendship Exchange Program in 2022. Japan and Vietnam officially established diplomatic relations on September 21, 1973. In Đồng Nai in 2016, the Vietnam-Japan Friendship Association of Province was born and now have 500 members. The association has acted as the bridge to promote the friendly relationship between the people of Đồng Nai Province and the people of Japan. At the exchange, the delegates offered incense and visited the Chungbin Temple of the Literature, enjoyed cultural performance of the two countries, and performed Vietnam-Japan national customs. In addition, the Vietnam-Japan Friendship Association of the province also displays paintings and books, as well as food exchange activities of the two countries. On this occasion, the organizing board of the painting competition awarded 22 students in 2 primary and middle schools who won high prizes in the contest held previously. Early this morning, according to the South Korea's military, North Korea continued to launch short-range ballistic missiles toward the east of the country. This is the North Korea's 7th launch in the past 2 weeks. South Korea's military announced that North Korea had launched 2 short-range ballistic missiles from the Mucheon area, not a ballistic missile at first announced. According to the Japanese government, the missile just launched may have fallen outside the country's exclusive economic zones. Up to date, the Japanese Coast Guard have not reported any damage to the Japanese ships. Yesterday, the North Korea's National Aviation Administration says that the country's missile tests were an act of self-defense against what it saw as military threats from the United States. Yesterday, thousands of people marched in many cities in the U.S. to protest the Supreme Court's decision to ban abortion and to urge voters to join a green wave of the support for the Democratic Party in the upcoming midterm elections. In Washington, a group of mostly women chanted, "We won't be back," as they marched. They carry placards calling for support for a tsunami of feminism and urging voters to vote to save women's rights. Some woman says, "I don't want to have to go back to another era. It's ridiculous that we have to do this in 2022. An older person says, "Most of us are ready to march and fight for democracy and physical autonomy, including women and men. With Democrats struggling to maintain a fragile control of Congress, the upcoming midterm elections could have a decisive impact on the future of such rights, she said. This is the end of our news today. Thanks for watching. Have a good time. Goodbye.